Kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Throwing to start here is Tua. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he's going to be out of bounds here, all the way down inside the 10. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 53 yards. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, so you get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. You talk about this Jets defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The Steelers are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he is caught, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Back to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Fulton. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the back end.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. You look at this Steeler defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. They'll run on first down. Fulton just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. And here's a quick throw out to Mims. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot and run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
He's got Mason complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try to win,
touchdown! A great play there. The second touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Looking left sideline, is complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. In motion right is Mingo. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On second down now, Fulton. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 31. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. That is incomplete.
surprising face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now he's free up the right sideline. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's caught. Mitchell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25. Mason. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Up the middle they go. Fulton, and a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. 2nd down and 6 now. Tua going to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Here's Tua. That'll be incomplete as the Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on third downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go, and incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Sanders' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's got his man. It's Pierce.
Doesn't matter whether it's zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now they run. It's Mason. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On the ground again, it's Mason. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's a 2nd and 7. A dump off from Mason. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw again. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Pierce there to make the grab. And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. After right down the middle, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
From the 21, here's second down and 8. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He'll air this one out for Mims. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Looking to pass. Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down, Jets.
On first down, Tagovailoa. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Now a second and 2.
Brings up second and 2.
Now again, right side. Fulton, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from second and 2 to a tough third and 4.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. From the 44 now, here's second and 4. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Able to find the open man. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh, It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Felix Anudike-Uzomah, the man to get home for the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Now Tua. And he is caught. And he goes out right around the 39. 8 yards there and a 1st down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And now with the play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a handoff up the middle. Fulton. And this defense able to plug him up there as they get a yard to the 35.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Tua sets up to pass it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for Steeler touchdown. No good for Tua. They'll kick the point after. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This crowd alive again. Some were headed for the exits, but a 4th quarter comeback has tied things up as the kick is away here. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 39 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Fulton, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. 33 yards. And the Jets have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Now a throw here to his running back. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Here's 1st and goal. They run it with Mason. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. And forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing Tua. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now Tua. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Here's Tua. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They move the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. Tua.
Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
On 3rd down, Fulton. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And Sanders pulled it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Acrisure Stadium opened back in 2001 and has tormented kickers ever since because it's one of the toughest venues in the league to connect from deep, especially when you're driving towards the open end of the stadium. He had the leg for it, just couldn't get it lined up properly.
And he's got a first down as he's tackled inbounds at midfield. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
Now Tua. He'll air this one out for Mims. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
We think back to halftime, they were close to being written off. They faced the deficit, and now here's we begin overtime. They're one drive away from a comeback victory.
Think about where they started and how far they've come back from. And look, you and I both know that when we talk with coaches, most of the time they don't say that momentum is something that factors into how they coach a ball game, because they say each game is its own entity. But within a game, I think they all do it.
Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. First throw of the OT session for Tua. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Fulton. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 154 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. On 1st down, Fulton able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
On 2nd down, Fulton. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Two minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Fulton. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And the Steelers signal for another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the city will be alive tonight. The Jets have won it. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.